What is going on, everyone? Welcome to today's video. Today the title of the video is called Solana. It's finally over. I believe that's what I titled it. Welcome everybody to the channel. I do want to go to say thank you for tuning in today. Today is Saturday, January 6th. We're going to be doing a quick market update of what we could be expecting with Solana. If you are watching this pre-recorded, smash that like button for me and welcome to the channel. If you are brand new, turn on post notifications. We literally upload 7 days a week, live streams, and we are now starting to live stream twice a day. How's it going, Ryan? Glad to have you here. Thank you, Happy. Hope all of you are having a wonderful day today on this great Saturday. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night for many of you. I wanted to go ahead and do this quick market update. So let's go ahead and see how today's stream goes. But for all those that do watch this pre-recorded, we usually have this sometimes this little rant where we go in the beginning of the video. So if you want to go ahead and skip through, feel free to go ahead and skip through. But usually towards these next couple minutes, I usually go over to my Discord and then I start sharing that on all my social platforms. So feel free to go ahead and skip if you're watching this pre-recorded. And if you're watching this live with me right here, thank you for being here. Give me 1 second while I go ahead and start posting all my links. What's up, Piff Daddy? Welcome everybody. What's up, Ryan? Thank you, Happy. Ryan, smash that all go 100%. Get that W. Yeah, dude, it's been a while since I've actually drank W. And the reason why is because I've been on like so much caffeine lately that if I was to drink more W, dude, I'd be super geeked up. And I've noticed that when I'm like in so much caffeine, not only do I just like freaking talk forever without stopping, which is, you know, all the time even without caffeine. I guess I'm just a very talkative person. But when I'm in caffeine, dude, I'm like super concentrated that I forget about chat. And that's why I kind of stopped drinking W during my streams. Unless I'm like super exhausted, I typically do go ahead and take some. Right now, I'm feeling a little okay. I think I did already drink caffeine, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I think I did. I'll probably drink some. It's been a while since I've drank W, but I'm definitely going to be coming. I am going to be drinking, or sorry, not drinking, but getting new flavors because they have actually released actually a lot of new flavors. Talking about W, you're gonna see the new flavors they came out with. They came out with new shakers, which is really cool. It looks like they updated their website as well. And they came out with this one right here, which is the one I want to get. This right here is the hydration tubs. These are freaking good, bro. I used to always get the strawberry one. I don't think they have it anymore. It's called Monkey Madness. And now they have this watermelon and pineapple. And now they have this one right here too. That is a hydration bag of sticks. Which is really well to go ahead and stay hydrated. It's kind of like, let's say like Pedialyte or stuff like this. So like if you drink or stuff like this, I'm assuming this will probably do the job for you, right? But yeah, W has been coming out with a lot of new things. I've been getting a lot of emails. So I will get back to pushing W again. But dude, I've been on so much caffeine lately that like a few days ago, I took this caffeine right here, and I know I'm going on a rant. I said I wouldn't, so feel free to skip if you're watching this pre-recorded. I drank some of this called Wrecked freaking Engage that I got from some supplements, and dude, I was super freaking geeked up yesterday or 2 days ago. I wasn't able to go to sleep, man. Let me go ahead and post on my live on my Discord. We are now officially live. Show me tokens. Alrighty, so I just shared that on Discord. Now let me go ahead and share it on Twitter. Yeah, dude, I love freaking caffeine. Like, I freaking love caffeine. But also, like, when I was drinking a lot of W at the time, like, dude, I was going, like, pretty much, like, sleepless nights. And that's when I was trading, so it was really helpful at the time. Yeah, but I've been drinking too much caffeine these last couple of days, so I've been trying to cut it down. Thank you, Ryan, for sharing my live stream on Twitter. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Oh, sorry, my bad. I just blocked my phone, which I shouldn't have. Okay, there you go. We are officially live. Piff Daddy says, should I sell my soul now? LOL, I'm just kidding. I'm not asking for financial advice. I wouldn't say sell your Solana. I wouldn't say sell your Solana, man. I would say like if you're pretty, you got in at a really good price, I would just, you already took profits, right? So I would just go ahead and continue to hold on to the bag. And if you still have those, I think he said he took like 5 grand of profits with Solana, if I'm not mistaken, or 3,000. I can't remember what he told me, but he said he took some profits with Solana recently, back at these levels over here. I'm not sure if you ever re-entered, but if you still have that money, I would just wait for this thing to correct itself. And if it does come down to our price targets, which we will be talking about today in today's live stream, so make sure to go ahead and watch till the end. We'll go ahead and talk about that. But I think if it does fall below these price targets that we'll be looking at, you should probably just go ahead and buy the dip, right? Obviously not financial advice. Brian says, hi John, how's MMG today? Some amazing developments happening there. Let's go ahead and see MMG. Nice, 55%, dude. This thing went up like crazy. The thing that kind of sucked is that I missed this launch, man, and I completely forgot about this. Wait, was it this one? Oh no, this is another project I'm thinking of. It's pretty good, man. 50%. It's freaking insane, dude. Freaking insane. Congratulations. Sell tax is quite a bit, though. I don't like the sell tax and the buy tax. It's like about a what, 12% buy and sell. It's on BNB, so it's not too... Oh, actually, it's ETH, bro. So you have to pay gas fees and then buy and sell. Kind of sucks. Piff Daddy says, oh, I got so many customers today. Sorry, I can't hang out right now. I'll leave the stream running, though, and I like the video. Appreciate you, bro. No worries, no worries. Hopefully, you do well today. Lots of money to be made today on a Saturday, right? Work don't stop. So let's go ahead and talk about the overall market. Right now market seems okay. Looks like we're a little bit into neutral. Let's go on to the 15-minute. Yeah, 15-minute, same thing. The daily looks a little red, right? Nothing too surprising. Ree, how's it going, my guy? Welcome. Hello, glad to have you here today. How are you, dude? I'm doing really good, man. I'm doing really good. Today is Saturday, right? Today's Saturday for me. So started my day pretty good. Went out for a walk, and yeah, I'm here now. I'm live streaming, so really exciting times to be here. I was gonna live stream yesterday, dude, but I was super exhausted, so I was like, you know what, might as well go to sleep a little early and then go ahead and live stream a lot earlier than usual, right? But yeah, it's been great. Can't complain. How about yourself? Why red today? It's the weekend, man. Typically weekends, why red today? What green? It's because usually weekends are not always the best, right? Weekends are usually kind of slow, I would say, especially because right now with what's going on in the market, and that's actually the reason why I decided to go ahead and live stream today, is I wanted to go ahead and start off with what we're actually looking at the DXY, just as a reminder for everybody. I know we talk about this all the time, but it looks like the DXY is holding up pretty well right now. I don't think the DXY is open on the weekends. Yeah, it looks like it's not open on the weekend. So we're going to go ahead and see how it does. Wait, is it? Yeah, it's not. We're going to see how it does coming back Monday. But I wouldn't be surprised if we do have some sort of bullish bull run in the beginning of next week. So this video does shoot out like those warnings, like Solana is going to go ahead and dump and all that. But realistically, looking at how Bitcoin looks from what I just saw at the glance, it actually looks pretty bullish. Solana looks bearish in my opinion. I wouldn't say much has changed. Coming Monday, can we have a massive reversal in the market? 100%. Do I see that being possible? 100%. The only thing is that it's really going to depend if we have any crazy news throughout the weekend, right? We should be having the ETF approval by the end of starting of next week. So it's definitely going to be a very volatile market. And as long as Solana continues to hold these areas of support that we're at right now, you should have nothing to worry about, right? If you are dollar cost averaging to a lot of these positions, you shouldn't really worry too much about price action, in my opinion. If you are leverage trading, you should be definitely aware of what's going on. Did BlackRock dump? Why your hair color looks blue? Like your hair, man. I appreciate you. It's probably because of the light, bro. I have my hair is originally gray, but if you see I have a light up here, so that's probably the reason why my hair looks blue. It's since I have different colors up right here in my lights. Do you see that? So my hair, I dyed it gray, dude. It's kind of like on the thumbnail. It's not as gray anymore because over time, with hair products and all of that, like the color starts changing. But right now, I think it looks, because of the lighting, because of the blue color, I think that's the reason why my hair looked a lot more gray. But I appreciate it, man. Yeah. Yeah, so right now, looking at Solana, what I wanted to go ahead and talk about today, and the reason why I put the scary title of the story, or the crazy title, thumbnail, whatever you want to freaking call it, was because we are actually looking really bearish on Solana. I mean, looking at the 1 hourly, we have already lost this area of support, which is not a really good sign, to be honest. And it does look like we will be approaching around the $80 very soon on Solana, unless we have a reversal coming Monday. Looking at the 4 hourly, we are at this area of support still. Realistically, I would have never wanted to see Solana lose this zone right here, because we were consolidating. And I did tell everybody that we were going to be having this kind of movement. So I do expect Solana to continue to get rejected. As we see, we are still continuing to get rejected right here at Solana at around the 96. And it looks like we will be losing the support at the 92. This is just what looks like it's going to happen. Can we have a reversal where we touch down to 91, 92, or even as low as 85 and then have a massive reversal? Yes, 100%. 100% this could happen. But right now, it's actually looking quite bearish for Solana. So obviously not financial advice when it comes to any of this. This is solely my opinion. But for anybody that's like dollar cost averaging or holding on to Solana, I really wouldn't panic, because if it does drop, as I mentioned, you could just go ahead and buy the dip, right? If it was to drop, I don't see Solana in the short term coming as low. I think the lowest is an additional 17% dump, because if you actually measure it from this top to what my price target was, it's actually around 40%. I've been talking and I've been saying this about Solana for the last couple weeks. Literally, everybody's like, John, stop being so bearish. Solana is going to go higher. Solana is going to go to $200. And I've been calling that Solana was going to continue to drop at around these levels right here. So it actually took a lot longer to go ahead and do that. But we have been making newer lows. And it looks like we will go ahead and continue to do that unless we have a massive reversal, which could happen. But we're going to go ahead and see what's going to happen moving forward. I think we should get more data towards the end of today or the morning, depending on the time you're watching this, but no later than Sunday. We should go ahead and have more information of what's going on with Solana, right? And that's going to definitely go ahead and determine the overall structure of the market, in my opinion. Looking at the daily, a lot of people are like, hey, John, but the daily looks freaking good. Okay, yeah, you're right. The daily looks okay. I wouldn't say it looks good, but as I mentioned, it doesn't look too bad if you go ahead and zoom out with the daily, right? And the daily, I guess you could consider it still some sort of area of support, which personally I wouldn't, but let's just go ahead and say it's on support just to make a lot of people feel better. There could still be a possibility where this thing reverses and breaks through. But in order for us to go ahead and see that, and in order for us to be bullish once again, I would like to go ahead and see on the longer term, see Solana break and hold above 110 to go ahead and continue this upside to the 144 and above. So Solana is looking really bearish in my opinion. And if you do want to go ahead and trade Solana or any of the tokens that we'll be talking on this stream today, make sure to go to support the channel by using my links down below. BingX, no KYC, and MEXC as well. I know a lot of people have been having problems with MEXC, so this is kind of the reason why I've been diversifying with new exchanges. BingX with no KYC, and also Bybit. Bybit does require KYC. And a lot of people always ask me, John, what's the best VPN? Well, NordVPN is offering 69% off with 3 months. Only for you, so go ahead and take advantage of those deals that we do have down below. But let's go ahead and talk about Bitcoin, right? Because that's what's going to determine a lot of what's going to be moving forward with the market and what we could be expecting. But before I do go ahead and do that, I do want to go ahead and welcome everybody that is currently watching right now. Over 12 watchers, only 7 likes. So go ahead and smash that like button for me. And let's go ahead and see some questions. Whoa, your hair is like a mirror. It's changing colors with the light bulb. Yeah, dude, it's pretty cool, right? It's pretty freaking cool. Chameleon, is there any Solana killer? Yeah, the Solana killer is supposed to be SEI. I'm glad you've actually mentioned that. Solana killer is SEI. So we'll go ahead and talk about that right now. Rich Johnson says, yeah, okay. I'm not sure if that's being sarcastic or not, but if you have any other questions, Rich Johnson, just feel free to ask me, bro. We welcome any criticism as well. We're not here to suppress anybody's opinion. I think we should all have our opinion, and I'm really bearish with everything going on. Even with the ETF, I'm super bearish. I think it's going to dump. Can we have one last final pump? I do believe so, but I feel right now we're in this phase where retail is getting very euphoric, and they're going to go ahead and get dumped on as they usually do all the time. So, you know, we're going to go ahead and see that correction come sometime. I can't tell you if it's going to come soon, if it's going to come next week, tomorrow, today. I don't freaking know. But what I could go ahead and assure you that a correction will be coming and retail will be left holding the bag as usual. So this is the reason why I make these videos, is to go ahead and just keep you up to date, warn you. So if a dump does happen, you don't panic sell, or you don't panic, or you don't freaking get liquidated. So right now, if you are leverage trading, I would say, you know, enter a trade in and out. If you are dollar cost averaging into a lot of these positions, don't be surprised if you do see a massive pump with a massive retracement pullback, and don't panic. Just buy the dip, don't panic sell. That's not financial advice, obviously. Dabmaster says, what's good, fam? I'm doing pretty good, man. Hope you're doing well. What you got going on today, bro? On a Saturday. Welcome. Soto, hey John, what's up? Doing pretty good, bro. How about yourself, Soto? Welcome, dude. Welcome. What are your thoughts about Solana? Because I know you're pretty big on Solana, dude. I've been quite bearish with Solana at the higher levels at over $100 and something. I do believe Solana still has a lot of room to run in the future, but I think short term, Solana's kind of done with, in my opinion. And right now, also with Bitcoin, we are in this phase right now looking at the daily. We do see that we have actually closed above the 42,139, which is actually very bullish in my opinion. So we can't be completely bearish, right? I actually sent out a message yesterday to my Discord members, and I told everybody we should be not overly optimistic, not overly bearish. We should go ahead and stay neutral with what the market brings us, right? Because we're not here to go ahead and call exactly 100% tops and bottoms, because no one really knows. You know, no one really knew this side right here, this pump, and no one also knew this dump right here. These are usually liquidity grabs and what they do on purpose to go ahead and wreck people, right? Right now, so far, Bitcoin is holding above 43,115, which is actually quite a bullish sign. And I was actually talking about Bitcoin these last couple days. I was actually really bearish, right? And I was actually mentioning how we needed to go ahead and see a certain area to be held. As long as Bitcoin continues to hold around this area, we should be bullish, right? And my price is 44,328. Right now, we're at 43,838. So we are still touching that area of resistance. We could go ahead and see a breakout. It's looking pretty good. I'm not going to go ahead and lie and be overly, you know, bearish with you. But in order for me to be a little bit more bullish, I would like to go ahead and see Bitcoin hold and break above 44,328 in order for us to go ahead and see a higher upside, right? Our price target after we do go ahead and break above and hold 44,328, my price target short term is 48,200, and then it's going to take us to 54,530. I think the top for Bitcoin might be around 54,530. So definitely be on the lookout for that. I wouldn't be surprised if coming next week we do have a massive run where we just have Bitcoin pump, break past 48,000, we get closer to 54,000, and then the market's kind of correct. That's what I could also go ahead and see happening with Bitcoin. And I actually want to go ahead and show you these charts that I actually saw with the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ, which is very important for all of us to go ahead and understand in order to understand how Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market is going to be moving forward of next week, or this coming up week, right? I do think the week is going to be very bullish because of the anticipation of the ETF. Right now, we're not seeing that much movement due to the fact that people are probably, you know, taking their time and rest. They're doing their own thing, and they're going to go ahead and wait coming this week to go ahead and see what they should be expecting moving forward. So looking at the 4-hourly with Bitcoin, we are seeing some sort of uptrend. It looks like we are trying to squeeze to the upside. So as long as we continue in this channel and we don't fall below the channel, we should be bullish. As I mentioned, right now, it's giving me more of a neutral stance on Bitcoin, but if anything, I'm guessing it's going to be more of a bullish momentum that we're actually getting from Bitcoin. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we do go ahead and get some sort of pump coming in next week. And the reason why I say that is because of the fact that we did see the NASDAQ and the Dow Jones SPX close on a Friday on a green, which typically does not happen if there's going to be bearish news. Coming Monday on the market, can it dump? 100%. Can it be a fake out? 100%. But typically on weekends, when the stock market closes on green, that means the week is going to be pretty green, right? So I do expect a continued pump coming up this week. Maybe this is the last final pump. And that's where Bitcoin could take us all the way up to $54,000. Realistically, it could do it, right? I don't see it going any higher than 54,000. Can it go ahead and slightly touch 60,000? Probably, but I really don't think so. I do believe that we are getting ready for some sort of move. So don't be surprised if we do see Bitcoin pump this coming up week. And then Solana looks very bearish. So I don't know how that thing's going to work out. Maybe because altcoins are now taking a breather and Bitcoin dominance is coming back up. And we are actually seeing Bitcoin dominance pick up. So that would make sense why Solana is dumping, right? Because, you know, more attention is going into Bitcoin because of the hype with the ETF. So we're going to go ahead and see where things go moving forward. Before I do go ahead and talk about the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ and what I think could be happening in the next coming weeks, definitely go ahead and continue to watch. Let me go ahead and read the comments before I miss anything. Let's see what's going on. What is SEI? Launch your meme token, bro. I would love to, man. Maybe soon, one of these days. Syntax, how's it going? Good evening. Hope you're having a good one, bro. Long time no see. Why you're telling me to launch my own meme token? Maybe in the future, bro. Why there is no option of super chats? I can't do super chats yet due to the fact that right now I am still finishing the application for YouTube for monetization. So we are officially monetized. I guess like we're able to go ahead and get monetized. I just need to go ahead and send the application, which right now is being done with. Mickey on Solana. Yeah, go ahead and post a smart contract down below. I think I do have Mickey on Solana right here already, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go ahead and see. Mickey on Solana. Oh yeah, I do have it. Dude, I feel so freaking thirsty. Oh yeah, this thing looks like it's about to reverse. But anyways, before we talk about Mickey, I do want to go ahead and talk about SEI because I believe it was Ree who asked me a Solana killer. Solana killer seems to be SEI. This is actually one of the plays that I've been calling out on Discord as well. SEI is supposed to be the Solana killer, so I do believe SEI is going to be very, very big when this bull run begins. And the reason why is because they have some pretty big investors, man. I mean, look at Coinbase. Coinbase is really, really huge. And you know what people say that usually when Coinbase invests in something, it usually freaking pumps like crazy, right? And that's what we're actually seeing right here with SEI. If you go ahead and read this down here on the website, comparing to other blockchains, you see Bitcoin right here, you see Ethereum, you see Solana, and then you see SEI being a 20,000 OPS, and then 380 ms, which I believe is milliseconds. And then OPS, I don't know what OPS stands for. TPS is like what? Transactions per seconds. I don't know what OPS means. But apparently is way better than freaking Solana. And right now, as you could go ahead and see, who else is building on SEI? Elixir, which is another project that I've been very, very bullish on. So here's some alpha for a lot of you, right? Write down the name, screenshot this, remember this. I don't know what you have to do to write these down. Write them down on a piece of paper, on your notebook, whatever the case is. Don't forget these freaking coins. SEI, Elixir is another big one that I've been talking about. I will be making more videos in the next coming week. Elixir actually has, so Coinbase is actually heavily invested into Elixir as well. And as I mentioned, typically when Coinbase invests in these projects, they typically freaking pump like crazy because there's a lot of institutional money. Same thing with Solana. You know, when everybody was even though I've never liked Solana, I've always talked about how Solana was going to be super bullish and how Solana was going to pump like crazy when Solana was at $12. And I was talking about a price prediction of Solana being $500 due to the fact that I understood that there's a lot lot of institutional money on Solana. So whether you like Solana or you don't like Solana, it doesn't freaking matter, because institutional money is behind it, which means it will typically go ahead and pump, right? And Elixir is one of them as well, where Coinbase has a lot of freaking money into it, and it's gonna pump. And you see who's building on it. Pyth, we talked about Pyth too. So Pyth is going to be another one that's supposed to be the Solana killer. Sushi DeFi, everybody knows about Sushi. It's a DEX pretty much, or it's a exchange, swap exchange. Sushi, talking about Sushi, and the reason why I'm talking about Sushi now, because it's in DeFi, right? And I've been mentioning for all of you, I told all of you, moving forward, I would go ahead and start keeping my eyes on anything related to the DeFi sector, whether those are exchanges, whether those are swaps, whether those are bots. Anything in the DeFi space is going to also go up as soon as this ETF gets approved and the market corrects. There's going to be more money coming in, more money inflowing into the system, which is then going to go ahead and continue to push the DeFi market even up even higher. So what you're seeing right now with these meme tokens, it's not even the beginning. This is just a little bit like what you've been seeing with a lot of these Solana tokens going to 10 million, 20 million, 100 million, 200 million. Once the ETF gets approved and we have the drop, the correction in crypto, we're going to go ahead and see a lot of that money inflow into DeFi. So get ready to go ahead and see even more memes come out of thin air and make hundreds of millions of dollars on market cap when this happens, right? Typically it happens after altcoin season. So I do believe that when Bitcoin does correct after the ETF, we will go ahead and have some sort of altcoin season being followed. And then after altcoin season, we're followed by meme coin season, right? So there's seasons to all of this. So understand that the money goes from one way to another, right? It moves from the stock market and then moves on to, let me go ahead and show you visually. So typically the way it works is that the money moves from the stock market, and then it moves over to Bitcoin, and then from Bitcoin it moves over to Ethereum, which is then the altcoins, and then from Ethereum that money flows into meme coins. So there's seasons to all of this, right? And typically when we have the money move in from altcoins to the meme coins, within that change, you start to see an increase in DeFi. So anything DeFi typically pumps around that time. So that's usually when the focus you want to be in investing into these tokens, such as CoinMarketCap. No, sorry, not CoinMarketCap. 1inch. We have Dex Tools token. We have anything right here. If you go over to CoinMarketCap, there should be a pin right here where it says DeFi. I guess they got rid of it. But also DeFi and gaming would be very, very big in my opinion. We talk about this all the time, and I have given you a few tokens that I would suggest taking a look at. Anything in the DeFi sector, as I mentioned, you know, 1inch, Uniswap, Dex Tools, they have their own token. Who else has their own token? Pretty much any platform that has their own token that's a DEX. That's where you want to go ahead and be invested in, not financial advice. And anything related with Telegram bots that have their own tokens, such as Unibot, right? Look at their webpage, bro. Will do. So that's what I have in mind when it comes to DeFi. We'll talk a little bit more about it. So if you're watching this video and you haven't smashed that like button for me, go ahead and do that. And now continue to go ahead and shill me some tokens, right? Because that's what you could also go ahead and do here on this channel, is shill some tokens. Right now we are looking at MEXC. This is one of the tokens that Ree went ahead and suggested. 57,000 market cap, 17,000 of liquidity, which, you know, liquidity and none of this really matters on the Solana tokens. 843 holders, which is not too bad, and the circulating supply of 993 million. So it has a really good circulating supply. Right now it does look like it has found some sort of area support, or at least trying to, and we should be having some sort of reversal as well in the short time frame. Let's go ahead and check over onto their website. Yeah, smash that like button for me, chat, please. MEXC, the most iconic mouse. Oh yeah, talking about DeFi, Radium. So if you believe heavily into Solana, Radium, you have Jupiter coming up with their own token very, very soon. I think it might be this week. We also have Oracle, which is another DEX on Solana. So if you're heavily bullish on Solana, when we have this retracement, make sure to take advantage of all these other platforms as well that I just mentioned. Oracle, Radium's a good one too, kind of moves very similar to Solana. So focus on the DeFi space, I would say, moving forward. This is a website for Mickey. Slow is running up again. Yeah, 100%, bro. Congratulations on Slow. So congratulations to the community out in Slow. Slow is up 77 freaking percent. This thing has been holding up pretty well. Shout out to Dabmaster. He's been calling it out. He's been literally calling Slow since around this range right here. And I was telling all of you when we were getting towards this area of reversal to go ahead and start considering opening up a position around this zone right here, as long as it continued to hold this area of support. So right now, not financial advice, but from the daily, it looks like it could be a time to go ahead and buy. Obviously, I would go ahead and focus on the smaller time frames. I'm not invested in this token, but if you are considering to invest in this token, I would go ahead and wait for some sort of retracement or wait for this area of resistance to break one more time. So because it does look like it's going to very, very soon. So Slow could be another token that could be pumping. I know the community is very, very strong and very bullish. And I told you that when it comes to these Solana tokens, there's going to be two scenarios, right? As soon as Solana starts to dump, we're going to have scenario number one where these meme tokens take off. And they take off because they have such a good community, right? Community is important. That's why Slow is up 78%, right? While everything else is down, Slow is up. The second narrative or second scenario is if Solana dumps and these meme tokens on Solana don't have a very strong community, they're going to collapse and they might not come back. It might be over for them, right? So I would say focusing on the Solana meme tokens right now will probably be your best bet if you are looking at the meme tokens with a higher market cap over a million. I would say focus on over a million. 3 million would be ideal. That would mean it's going to be still volatile, but it's not going to be as volatile as your Solana meme tokens that are under a million, right? If you're in those tokens with 100,000 to 50,000, 400,000, they're going to be a lot more volatile, right? If the market does correct. So that's definitely another thing to consider if you are, investing into a lot of these Solana meme tokens. Just be aware that if a correction happens, two scenarios: it pumps like crazy. Second scenario, it dumps like crazy. So definitely diversify and don't be too all in on meme tokens right now. Friend is next. Yeah, Friend has been pumping like crazy too. I think I saw it yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, was it yesterday? Yeah, Friend's at a 5 million market cap. You see how steadily this thing has been running up? See, the problem with these Solana meme tokens as of lately is that they've been rug pulling like right away. Like after they either hit a million or after they hit like half of that, they start dumping like freaking crazy, dude. I took some freaking I took some caffeine earlier, dude, and I feel pretty geeked up. That's why I'm like tripping right now. Says it was like for energy and focus, so it wasn't like directly freaking caffeine, dude, but it was these gummies that I took that were these natural freaking mushroom gummies that are supposed to help you with focus, dude. And it feels like I kind of like when I take W, bro, feel pretty damn focused. Pretty damn focused right now, but it's like beyond. So I apologize if you kind of see me like this, but yeah, friend is, it looks like right now it's holding this area of support pretty well, and you could go ahead and continue to see some sort of upside to this as well. Where to buy Friend? How's it going? Good. You would have to go ahead and buy that on Radium. One of the ways you can go ahead and buy that is by using the smart contract. So let me go ahead and post a smart contract for you. Let me go ahead and post that for you. Give me 1 second. This is a smart contract for Friend. Just be very, very careful and only invest where you're willing to lose, right? Because as I mentioned, if it does have a strong community, which I don't know anything about the token, maybe Dabmaster could tell you more about it, this thing will go ahead and run up. And if you do want to go ahead and get more information from either what these tokens that I talk about, or you want to go ahead and get, get more shills from the community, go ahead and feel free to join my Discord down below, which is the Decentralized Titans. It is completely free at the moment. I'll go ahead and show you what we have to offer. So let me go ahead and share that link with you. As I mentioned, it is a free Discord, and you can go ahead and ask any questions or anything that you have in concerns when it comes to any of these tokens. There's a lot of mods in here, such as Dabmaster and Glenn, which they always share a lot of these meme tokens, dude. They've been killing it in the space. So also on the Discord, this is typically what I go ahead and offer. I go ahead and do like daily updates. I didn't do any updates today. I gotta have to check, but I don't think I did any today. But as of yesterday, I went ahead and I sent this that my researcher sent me. I said yesterday's bearish turn on lower time frames for BTC, but we'll see. But with the recent recovery is now shifted to bullish. A neutral funding rates, including imbalanced market. Keep an eye for the momentum. This was yesterday, and I also went ahead and did some TA that my researcher gave to me, and says brace for impact, price action eyeing major levels ahead of massive ETF, induce volatility, key levels on the radar, stay alert for the market roller coaster. And this is what we're looking at. We're seeing, you know, Bitcoin come up over here to 48,000, drop back down to 32,000, and then have Bitcoin freaking moon to $57,000. And this is the kind of information that you can go ahead and get complete for free with the Discord that I just shared on the link down below. As well as you can go ahead and see, this is a little bit of alpha, so you can kind of see the value that I am providing. Right here, we go to this channel on hot altcoins. I have been providing a lot of these freaking altcoins that are trending or will be trending in the next couple weeks to months. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Talked about SUI right here in the 1 hourly with the 1 daily, and as well as Vulcan Forge, and did some TA on that with the squeeze. So you have to be on the lookout for this. As I mentioned, right now it is completely free. Feel free to go ahead and join the Discord channel. You will be getting a lot of alpha. If it's not from me, it's definitely from the people in the community. And as always, go ahead and join. It's completely free, man. You can't really complain about it. It's a community strong with artists. So that's what Friend is. It's community strong with artists. So as I mentioned, see, I don't know. And if you want to jump into any of these meme tokens, you can ask Dabmaster, Glenn. They're very heavily into a lot of these meme tokens that have made a lot of money these last couple weeks with the memes. So definitely go ahead and check that out. With that being said, don't be surprised with the pump on Bitcoin. And then let's go ahead and talk about Dow Jones and the NASDAQ, right? And the reason why I think that this week's going to be quite a bullish week for the market, the stock market. So we were actually talking about how we were actually entering an area of resistance on the stock market. This is actually the reason why I've been really bearish these last couple days. Overall with crypto was because of the stock market. The Dow Jones was at the area of resistance, and so was the NASDAQ, right? But one of the most important things that we need to focus on is not only the Dow Jones, is usually the NASDAQ, right? Why? Because the NASDAQ is it's pretty much the tech sector. Everything is on the tech sector, right? I don't know why, but Bitcoin moves with the tech companies. I guess you could consider Bitcoin as a tech company now, right? With that being said, we were entering these areas of resistance, and this is the reason why I was very bearish for Bitcoin. And I was talking about Bitcoin being bearish was due to the fact that the NASDAQ was, or sorry, the NASDAQ was reaching all-time highs, and we actually did get rejected, and that's why we saw Bitcoin falling down, right? As I mentioned, we have the scenario where Bitcoin looks like it's bringing in some bullish momentum due to the ETF. We also see that the NASDAQ is now also looking to go ahead and look for an area of support. So it looks like some sort of reversal will be coming up this week. We have the ETF news. We have the NASDAQ looking to reverse, and we're also seeing Bitcoin getting ready to squeeze to the upside. One thing I didn't mention is that the DXY did close pretty neutral, but I wouldn't be surprised if the DXY does fall below down to these areas right here around 101 and then breaks above it, or probably even does fall back, gets rejected, and we see that's where Bitcoin and all the whole entire market is in a pump. If we do see the DXY get rejected at this area right here and come all the way down. So right now we are seeing more of a bullish sign for Bitcoin As to Solana, it's looking bearish, but for Bitcoin, it's looking really, really bullish in my opinion. And as I mentioned with the NASDAQ, the thing that we have, it looks like the tech sector will be pumping next week. So do expect a lot of hype with the ETF, with a lot of these crypto miners. And I do expect the NASDAQ to go ahead and do something where it pumps, breaks past through this area of resistance, and then we eventually go ahead and break down to the bottom. And that's where the top will be for the market of Bitcoin and possibly crypto short term, right? This is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting something like this to happen in the freaking market. So this is going to be the correction following with the stock market and following with Bitcoin, right? So do expect one last final pump before we have the correction. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do see Bitcoin heading towards around that area that I mentioned, around $54,000 to $58,000 on Bitcoin because of the hype news of the ETF. And what's going to happen is that we're going to have the market squeeze up, break past through the area of resistance. Retail is going to get super excited. They're like, yeah, Meta's freaking pumping, Google's pumping, Amazon's pumping, Bitcoin's pumping, and everybody's going to get super excited because of the ETF. And then retail is going to go ahead and continue to buy the top. And as soon as we reach the top, institutional buyers and sellers are going to go ahead and continue to sell their bags, causing not only the NASDAQ and the Dow Jones to correct, but also Bitcoin. And that's what I believe will be happening next week. So definitely be aware of a pump coming in. I think it's going to be a pump. And the reason why, as I mentioned, the stock market finished green. And that's typically, that gives me a sign that the market's feeling pretty bullish with whatever news they have coming up this week. So I do believe we will be having some massive news coming in, and alongside with the ETF, it's definitely going to bring in some more additional retail volatility into the market. So definitely look forward to that on Bitcoin. And one thing I wanted to go ahead and show you with Bitcoin before I do go ahead and end the stream, and we go all the way back over here. You see right here, back in October 2021. I want to see if we see anything with the freaking, with the Dow Jones. Okay, you see this right here? You see this right here back in 2021? You see where the NASDAQ finally found its top right here? You see that around, you see November, December, you see the zone right here? As soon as it found its top, it dumped. If you go ahead and compare the chart with Bitcoin, 2021, November, December, it topped. So there's a correlation with the NASDAQ with Bitcoin. And when we see it right here, and this is exactly what we're going to be having very, very soon. So we're reaching close to a top. Whether it's 48,000, whether it's 54,000, we're going to pump. All retail is going to get super excited thinking Bitcoin's going to go to 100,000, just like everybody thought so right here at 65,000. Everybody thought Bitcoin was going to go to 80,000, and the same thing right here at 60,000. Everybody thought the same thing at these tops. We're reaching a top of the market. Same thing right now. Bitcoin, everybody's getting excited. Everybody and their mom and their dogs are going to buy Bitcoin at $60,000, $50,000. They're going to go all in. They're probably going to go ahead and put it all on credit cards. And then as soon as institutional buyers are done pumping the market, they're going to go ahead and dump it on everybody, pushing Bitcoin down to $30,000. And everybody's going to be running around like a headless chicken, scared, asking themselves that there's so much manipulation in the market, and that Bitcoin's a fraud, it's fake, it's never going to go up. And as everybody's complaining because Bitcoin dumps to 30,000 to 32,000 around this zone right here, what's going to happen is that while everybody's crying that Bitcoin's done and that this market is rigged, which it is, but if you were listening to the channel, you would be aware of what's going on. As soon as the market corrects, everybody's in a panic sell, and then institutional buyers once again are going to go ahead and buy, and then this thing's going to go ahead and take off. And everybody that ended up getting wrecked at the top, whatever the top is going to go ahead and be left crying and probably selling this bottom before we have the biggest freaking bull run in history. And this is the reason why I've been telling all of you, this is not the bull run. This is not the bull run. This is the beginning to the bull run, in my opinion. As soon as we get the correction, more institutional buyers, more investors, more traders are gonna get in. Why? Because no one wants to freaking buy Bitcoin at 60,000, bro. Everybody wants to buy it at 30,000. And us going to these price targets and then dumping and correcting down to $30,000, not only is it a pretty nice area of support, but it's also bringing in the confidence that people were dumb enough to buy it at these higher highs. So now they're going to repeat the same cycle where, you know, people are going to be bearish on Bitcoin around these zones where Bitcoin's at 60,000, and they're like, oh, it's a trap, and people are going to be bearish. The market's going to pump. Bitcoin might hit $80,000 to $100,000, and then retail is going to be left buying the top once again at the top. 100,000 they're going to buy. Institutional buyers are going to dump, correct it, and then most people are going to be buying the top once again, just like they did right here, just like they did right here. Why? Because people just love buying when it's Korean. They love buying at the high. They love buying when everybody's talking about the next hot thing. This is the reason why I don't like buying tokens when they're hot. You know, I did the dumb mistake a couple weeks ago buying Solana tokens while everybody was freaking talking about Solana tokens. So do you think I'm gonna touch Solana tokens moving forward? No, I'm gonna wait for this correction to happen. I'm gonna just buy the dip, dollar cost average, have spot bags. That's all I would be doing. Wait for the correction to happen. If it does continue to correct and we see Bitcoin fall below, you know, let's say $40,000, I might open a short, ride the wave all the way down with a lot of these tokens, and then long the bottom. So you always want to be doing the opposite of what the herd does. If people are overly optimistic, you have to be the opposite. People are overly bearish, you got to be bullish. When everybody was bearish about Bitcoin, I was bullish about Bitcoin. You can go back to my videos 3 months ago, 4 months ago, calling for Bitcoin for $40,000 when Bitcoin was at $20,000, $23,000, $27,000. I was calling for $40,000, $50,000. Now that it happened, I'm doing the opposite. Now I'm bearish on Bitcoin. So you can go ahead and believe what you want. I do believe Bitcoin's going to pump. We are going to have a massive pump in the market after this Bitcoin correction happens. We're going to go ahead and see all that money inflow into altcoins. From altcoins, we're going to go ahead and move them into meme coins. So we could be expecting in the next couple weeks another pump. I think probably this coming up week with the ETF news. And then we're going to be followed with a correction. And it's also going to be a correction followed in the stock market. So Bitcoin moves very, very closely to the stock market. So whether you want to believe it or not, that's up to you. We'll just go ahead and see what happens. But we've seen the data previously where the NASDAQ reaches its top, and so does Bitcoin. So we could go ahead and say, ideally, that Bitcoin follows the NASDAQ, which is the tech sector. So I guess everybody considers, Bitcoin the tech center, which makes kind of sense in some sort of way. And once we do have this correction happen, I would probably be quadrupling down on a lot of these positions. So as soon as this correction does happen, I'm going to go ahead and be buying the dip on the stock market, on the tech sector. And I'm also going to be buying the dip on, a lot of these altcoins if we do get lucky to go ahead and buy them, and hope to long Bitcoin at the bottom before we have the biggest freaking bull run and in history, in my opinion. I do think we're going to go ahead and see Bitcoin hit $80,000 by 2025. I think probably towards the end of 2024, around November, December, we should go ahead and see Bitcoin hit over $80,000, and that's going to be some nice juicy stuff. So be very excited, chat. That's what I would go ahead and suggest all of you be excited for what we have in the market. Soda just shared a token with us. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Their game is already playable. I've shared the live in which you checked side out on their Discord and they loved it. Awesome, man. Appreciate it, bro. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Shout out for that, dude. I appreciate you. Let's go ahead and look at the token you just shared. Let's see. Let me go ahead and refresh my page. Sometimes it takes a little while to go ahead and get these, get the chat coming up. Oh, I can just have it right here. Have it on my second monitor. I forgot. All right, we'll do that. So yeah, everything's looking pretty bullish in the market, in my opinion. Mecha. Ticker symbol Mecha. 506,000 market cap, 276,000 of liquidity. Circulating supply is at 5 million, which is pretty good. But I just don't like the percentage of the circulating supply is at 6 million. It's at 6%. That's kind of the reason why we've been seeing a massive downfall on this token, because of the percentage of the circulating supply. What is this? Is this a metaverse game? Oh, you could actually play the game. Cool. You need to go ahead and register a wallet. I would really like to see the game. It's probably pretty cool. See their YouTube. Probably have it on their YouTube. Oh, they burnt 50 to 70% of their supply. Nice. The graphics are pretty cool, man. Kind of reminds me of Starfield or Fallout. Starfield's a really good game, by the way. Oh, it's not taking into account their circulating supply. That makes sense. It kind of reminds me of freaking Starfield, bro. Starfield's a pretty good game. Tillery, how's it going, my guy? Welcome, dude. Hope you're having a great Saturday today. You work today, bro? Hey, I know that guy. It's me. Dude, since I'll be watching YouTubes and then I'll be coming towards the end of the video, and I'm like, dude, that guy looks so familiar, and then I realize it's me. It's so funny. Yeah, but right now the memes are kind of taking a breather right now. There is a few that are pumping, but overall, as I mentioned, the reason why the market's not doing too much is because everybody's a little scared of what could be going on this coming up week. But I think it's going to be bullish, dude. I have a feeling that it's going to be bullish. See, I'm quite a bearish person. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm really bearish, and I've been super bearish. But when I see something, I'm going to go ahead and tell you. And I believe Bitcoin's going to pump this week. That's what I think it's going to be taking everybody by surprise. Everybody's going to be like, no way, freaking Bitcoin hit $60,000. And then while everybody gets freaking excited and we start getting towards these extreme greeds right here, we're at 70 right now in greed. Once we start reaching this level right here, that's when the market top comes in, and that's where the correction is going to come in. We'll have the 30 to 40% correction on Bitcoin, which, by the way, everybody was bashing me on the Solana correction, which has been going on. Solana has been correcting since these levels. I mean, even if you measure it from this top, I've been talking about a 30 to 40% correction on Solana from that top to this bottom, from where it touches wick, 34%, from where it's at right now, 27% correction. So if it does come to my zone, that's going to be a 45% correction. And that's going to be around the $69 to the $70 Solana, which I think is going to be happening. So far, what I've been saying has been happening so far. I'm not going to go ahead and sit here and try to take credit, because realistically, Solana to next week could just go ahead and pump and then touch 144, which I also see that happening. I wouldn't be surprised if we see this happen next week with Solana, where we just see a major reversal in all these tokens, make new all-time highs. People are going to get once again excited. They're going to be like, Solana's at 144. Solana is going to go to 500. $500 Solana next week, and then everybody's going to get excited. We might slightly go above, maybe 150, 160 at the max. Let's say this is the top. Retail's going to go all in right here as usual. This thing's going to dump. We're going to go ahead and have it correct, and then we're probably going to come back to these levels right here. And then people are going to be panicking, because if you measure this top to this bottom, dude, it's actually quite scary. That's a 50% correction. I'm not sure if that's going to happen, but I wouldn't be surprised if it does. And then that's where, you know, Solana, everybody's going to be buying Solana at these zones. And then eventually it's going to consolidate. It's going to do something like that, where it kind of shakes out the market, consolidates. People get mad. They're like, Solana's not doing anything. It's going to break back above. It's going to go down. And it eventually is going to come all the way back up, making Solana. I think my price target for Solana is $500. And I think Solana is going to go ahead and make new all-time highs towards the end of 2024, I believe. 2025 maybe. 500 seems a little impossible, but knowing how the Solana community is, and once we have the ETF approval and it's all hyped up and everybody comes into the market, I do think a lot more money is going to come into DeFi and more meme tokens will be made, which would be pumping Solana to higher highs. Tillery says, hey brother, I had the day off, but moving some furniture right now. Story of my life. Keep pushing. Nice, bro. Are you moving out, man? Moving into a bigger place? Well, hope you enjoy your Saturday, chat. You too, Tillery. Even though it's pushing furniture, I appreciate you for at least tuning in. But yeah, that's kind of my opinion with the whole entire market. As I mentioned, I'm gonna repeat myself one last time. Buy the dips if we see a correction, and yeah, just be excited for the biggest freaking bull run, dude. Because the reason why I tell you this is when this correction happens, most people are gonna be scared. They're gonna be panicking. They're gonna be running around, freaking hitting walls like headless chickens, panicking about what's going on, talking about Bitcoin going to zero, and then you're gonna get scared once again, and you're gonna sell the bottom, and then freaking institutional buyers are gonna come in. They're gonna buy it up. And then you're going to miss out on the biggest bull run of history. So that's the reason why I gave you these warnings, is because I don't want you to go ahead and panic if we see a correction. I want you to do quite the opposite. You wake up, you see crypto down 40%, you're like, nice, it's a Black Friday sale today. It's Cyber Monday. Let's go ahead and buy up the freaking dips. That's the mentality I want to see when all of this does come crashing down and there's a correction. I want you to wake up happy knowing that freaking a lot of these projects have dumped and corrected 30 to 40% and just have the mindset of a long-term bull run. You know, expect, you know, let's say we have, this could happen both scenarios, right? Where we have Bitcoin, and I'm going to be done after this because I feel like I repeat myself a lot, but we're going to go ahead and talk about how when Bitcoin corrects, which I don't know where it's going to correct, so I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to sit here and say, by next week, Bitcoin is going to reach $60,000 because I don't freaking know. I don't freaking know, all right? But let's say Bitcoin reaches $54,000. Just say it does reach $54,000 this week or within the next 2 weeks. We're going to go ahead and then be followed by some sort of consolidation. Well, we're going to correct. Let's say Bitcoin comes down to $32,000, right? Let's say Bitcoin comes down to $32,000. We also have the Bitcoin halving, where we are probably going to consolidate. Dabmaster was telling us last time that typically on the halvings we dump because it has to do something with the miners getting paid less. We're probably going to see some sort of consolidation leaving into the halving, where towards around June, July is where we're going to be seeing some sort of reversal on Bitcoin. And we're going to be seeing probably Bitcoin, you know, dump down to maybe, let's say, $34,000 to $32,000, comes a halving, nothing really happens, and slowly Bitcoin starts climbing up back again around June or July, because that's usually when we see a pump on Bitcoin. And then we're going to be followed by where we do something like this. And then coming into the new year of before the end of December, which would be right here, would then take Bitcoin sending to new all-time highs. So you still have plenty of time for the market, right? So if you miss this, the pump these last couple months, don't be sad, because we still have a couple more pumps left. We have altcoin season and we still have meme coin season, which is typically followed after Bitcoin dumps. So the sooner Bitcoin dumps, altcoins pump. After the altcoin pump dumps, which is typically, we usually see an altcoin season begin from around January, February, March, and April is usually the last month of altcoin season. Then we're followed with meme coin season, which is May, June, July, which then we kind of slightly see a reversal on Bitcoin climbing back up, and then we correct, and then we have a pump leading onto October, November, December being the top of Bitcoin once again. And we have the cycle happen. It might be delayed by 1 month or a month and a half, but that's typically what the format we're going to see. And that's what I expect moving forward as well. Anyways, chat, I'm pretty much done here. I don't have anything else to really say. I just want to go ahead and put that out there. I will go ahead, and I'm only going to be doing one live stream today, so this is my only live stream. You'll see me tomorrow. I'll be on a little later. I think I should be on around the same time tomorrow, and I'll be focusing on making a lot more content for the week. But we should be getting a lot more feedback towards the end of today or morning, or the night, depending on what time you're watching this and what time you're at right now. But right now for me, it's Saturday, it's noon. So for me, it would be later on tonight, where we should be getting a better understanding of the market. No later by Sunday morning or Sunday night of your time. You should be knowing the news of what's going to be happening. I would say we should have a better understanding by Sunday of how the market's going to move leading into Monday. But as I mentioned, don't be surprised if we see a pump in the market. I do expect a pump coming this week. Sol Pepe, can you go ahead and provide the smart contract by any chance, bro? Let's see if I can find it. So yeah, so today and tomorrow, I'm only going to be followed with one live stream. And then coming back Monday, I'll be back to 2 live streams a day. And then I'm going to be creating a lot more content. Sunday, I'm going to go ahead and dedicate the time to do 1 live stream, and then go over all these projects like Retic, Blue Zell that a lot of you have told me about. What else? Cetis that I was talking about. I want to go ahead and do a little bit more deep dive research into this to go ahead and make some videos for you. So my focus is to go ahead and start pumping like 3 videos a day, 2 live streams, and then 1 evergreen content about a video, whether it's a new blockchain or something like that, right? So that's my goal moving forward this coming up week. So I definitely do want to go ahead and get that rearranged and kind of focus my energy on that, because I think even if we don't see anything tomorrow, we could expect this weekend to be a little bit sideways due to the fact of the anticipation of the ETF. Oh, Soul Peppies is my NFT project. That's right, dude. Shout out to Dabmaster on that. Yeah, I can't wait for those, bro. When are those coming out? Because I need a new freaking profile picture. I need a new profile picture. No wonder I was like, dude, Soul Pepe sounds familiar. I feel like I've already seen that. There's also this one right here. Is this yours too, bro? Or did somebody copy you? You never told me you had a token, man. You have Solana Pepe's NFTs. Is this your token? 432,000 market cap. This thing looks like it's about to break as well. So you know how we talked about earlier with the 400, like anything under $1 million, it's like kind of super risky in my opinion with meme tokens on the Solana. This is super risky, but if it has a good community, this could continue to pump. I mean, it is a Solana Pepe, bro. Like, who doesn't love Pepe, right? So it kind of reminds me of, I wonder if it's the same creators of S-SHIB, dude, because you have Solana SHIB, and I think that's probably where they got the inspiration from. And this thing's a $5 million freaking token, and I think we saw it almost go as high as 10 million. So it could be worth the risk on this. Look, S-SHIB, very similar freaking page and everything. You can't make this thing up. Solana dragons, damn, dude, they have freaking everything Solana now. Solana dragons, Solana monkeys. Do you have Solana monkeys, bro? Because if you don't have Solana monkeys, I'm gonna create that token. I'm gonna create the next token called Solana monkeys. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. Don't buy the token if you do see it. Solana dragon, dude, 1 million market cap. So yeah, you can kind of see where a lot of these Solana inspired animal tokens go. This thing might go ahead and reverse too. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Interesting. Yeah, it's actually quite funny. But anyways, chat, I hope all of you have a wonderful day today. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, if you want to go ahead and support the channel, use my links down below. BingX and MEXC, no KYC. And Bybit, obviously, as from what I heard, one of the best exchanges. But they do require KYC. And if you need a VPN, use my NordVPN link down below. 69% off with 3 extra months. This is one of the best ways to support the channel right now until we finalize with the monetization of getting monetized, the application. We are monetized. We are, but we're not, if that makes any sense. Like, we're monetized, but I need to fill out an application in order to go ahead and put where I'm going to get paid and all of that BS. Solana with a hat. Do they actually have a Solana with a hat, man? Have a great day, chat. I hope all of you have a good one. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at ALTCOINJohn. Feel free to go ahead and send me a message directly at ALTCOINJohn. DM me. And as well, I would suggest all of you to go ahead and join my free community of the Decentralized Titans. As I mentioned, completely free. We do give out alpha. Literally everybody in the community participates. And you get daily, literally like daily freaking updates of the market. Not just for me, but from the mods. And it's completely free. It's going to be free for a while, maybe for 2-3 months. I don't know, but it's not going to be free for long. So might as well take advantage of it now that it's free. And you can get an idea of what kind of content we'll be providing moving forward. But there's a lot of freaking value. Arc World, have a good one. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a wonderful day today. Happy Saturday, happy Sunday, good morning, good afternoon. Hey, one day I gotta do the YouTube with you, bro. Yeah, dude, 100%, bro. Whenever you want, we'll freaking collab. We'll do a collab whenever you want, bro. Whenever you're ready. We need to set it up. Yeah, dude, just message me on Discord or on Twitter or text me. You have my number, so you just text me. And yeah, and if anybody wants to freaking like start becoming a content creator and need help setting up, like, dude, just message me. Like, I helped out Black Ranger, you know, help him out with, you know, getting everything set up and all that. So he's getting a new computer right now. So like, if you need any help with any of the softwares that I use, like how do I set up my streams, how do I use the equipment that I use, I could definitely go ahead and like showcase you a way, right? I could go ahead and show you how to set everything up. I do have a pretty nice setup, low key. I'm not gonna lie. I have like Razer equipment, everything. My computer's Razer, my mouse, my keyboard, my camera, my freaking soundboard. Like I'm like a Razer freaking fan, bro. Bad freaking products. I'm not gonna lie. They're like overpriced products, but I like them. Anyways, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch all of you on to the next one. Keep your eyes out on the market.